It from the news at 10 for tonight. Do take care. It's time now for the news wherever you are. From all of us here, good night.
Thanks, Jane. Hello and welcome to East Midlands Today. I'm Nora Fakeem. Kenny Mason, the Nottingham musician, says the song Rule Britannia shouldn't be sung at the last night of the proms because it makes people feel uncomfortable. He made his comments on BBC Radio 4's Desert Island Discs, and Victoria Hicks has more.
He's a classical music superstar. Kenny Mason performed at the Sussex's wedding. He's been awarded an MBE. He's also performed at the last night of the proms, where he says Rule Britannia should not be sung.
I think maybe some people don't realise how uncomfortable a song like that can make a lot of people feel, even if it makes them feel good. I think that's somehow a big misunderstanding about it.
In Nottingham, there was a mixed reaction to his views.
I do disagree with him because everything has got to be showcased and let people learn the lessons they need to learn from that.
I think maybe we can do without Rule Britannia. We need to be thoughtful about the music we play and what it signifies to other groups of British citizens who have different backgrounds.
Colonialism is gone, right? So, I mean, I don't have any strong views on it, to be honest. I'm fine with it personally.
Speaking on BBC Radio 4, Kenny Mason also said, as black musicians, he and his family have experienced difficult situations.
Very often in the spaces that I was in within classical music, myself and my family were very often the only black people in those places, and that's, most of the time was fine in the sense of, I felt comfortable and all good. But yeah, there are certainly occasions where my being black meant that I wasn't necessarily taken seriously in some situations.
The song Rule Britannia is controversial due to its associations with colonialism and slavery. It sparked debate before. A BBC spokesperson said the proms were built on long-standing traditions which were loved by people around the world. Victoria Hicks, BBC East Midlands Today, Nottingham.
A child abuse campaigner has welcomed the 26-year sentence of a former Scout leader and housemaster who sexually abused children. Nottingham Crown Court found Stephen McNally guilty of abusing 5 young boys between 1974 and 1979 when he worked at Nazareth House Children's Home in Lenton.
The 26-year sentence passed is welcomed, and I think this shows the level of the heinous crimes committed against young and vulnerable children. Their childhoods have been stolen from a man in a sacred position.
A school in Derby says the new sign language GCSE will make a big difference to pupils. Allistry Woodlands, which has more than 20 deaf pupils, is working with exam regulators ahead of the rollout next September.
Some are very oral and use spoken language, and many of our students use BSL, British Sign Language, as their main mode of communication. So the fact that they can now actually do a formal GCSE qualification in British Sign Language is going to be absolutely brilliant for them.
Now, as Storm Isha continues to batter the country, Derbyshire Fire and Rescue Service has confirmed that the A516 will remain closed overnight after a damaged building. Meanwhile, Network Rail is bringing in extra staff to help with any damage caused by the high winds. So it's looking like a very windy night for all of us in the region. So let's go to Rich for that all-important forecast.